Welcome to The Krush, unlock your 100% TV show, where we unlock Krush fans' full potential to live their dreams. Krush, 100% goodness. When life gets too much, they say, take a moment, stop, and smell the roses. Now, meet Thinus Marais, a medical doctor who takes the saying quite literally. I mean, when he's done for the day, he hangs up the scrubs, picks up the garden shears, and heads out to explore his other passion. I'm talking about flowers. Well, Thinus, Krush is about to unlock your 100%.
Hi, my name is Thinus. I'm a doctor by day, but I dream of being a florist. My dream is to launch products that make your flowers go further, doing more with less. It's a bit like going from this to this. Cheers.
Oh, Thinus, I absolutely love what you did at the end of that video. You're definitely showing a sign of creativity, and that's why we're out here at Mitchell's Plain Hospital to meet up with Thinus himself, who volunteers here once a week to help those in the community that need medical assistance. Thinus,
Wow.
How are you doing?
Good, and you?
Oh, so good, and yeah, thanks for having me here.
Yeah, please, come in.
Oh, thank you. Oh, wow.
Welcome to my office.
I hear you volunteering here once a week, is that correct?
If my usual work hours allow, I try to be here about once a week.
All right, so what are you doing with the rest of your week? You still a doctor?
Well, I'm still a doctor. I work for a pharmaceutical company in their medical department. So I work a bit more like a scientist, so it's more like data generation and how we communicate that.
This is a good-looking doctor, I'm gonna be honest. But apart from that, the man seems like he's got everything together. He seems like he's very passionate about his job, and he seems to love helping people. So definitely someone I can resonate with. This is something I'm sure you've always wanted to do with your life, right?
No, I took the scenic route for sure.
The scenic route.
Yeah, I started out as a pastry chef because I'm quite creative.
Pastry chef.
I wasn't too sure where to start. So
wow.
Started there and then went on to medicine when I was 23.
Well, Thinus, you clearly, amongst all the work that you've been doing, always had this creative side to you, and it's wanting to jump out. So how did that come about with regards to you and flowers?
I grew up on a farm, so I think it's in my genes to want to put something in the ground and see it grow. And I think one of the most beautiful ways of bringing nature indoors is actually through flowers.
But how does this all work? Do you pick flowers and put them into a bouquet? Do you grow them from scratch? I have so many questions.
Well, my shift is basically over, so I think it's maybe just best if I show you.
Okay, I think that sounds like a plan.
Yeah,
let's do that.
Let's do it.
Alright, so this is where all the magic happens, yeah?
Yeah, pretty much. This is the lab.
So what exactly is going on here?
Well, this is kind of where I just reached my flow state, so to speak. My passion started with me sort of experimenting with flowers at home, and I usually just go buy something I like because I think the color is good or I enjoy the texture, and sometimes I don't even know what the names are. I mean, I don't know what the name of this is. And I just basically take something that I think looks good or would look nice together, and I kind of let the flowers tell me what they want to do.
Okay, but it's one thing loving something, and then there's another thing trying to say to yourself, this is something that I wanted to amplify to the point where it can actually be a business.
I mean, that really wasn't the idea when I started out. I'm just having fun, honestly. Okay. But I think when I moved down to Cape Town, I helped some florists out at weddings. I had friends who had events, said, please help me out. And I think that's kind of a snowball effect that happened. And I sort of started feeling that maybe I could explore this more. I've got something to share, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. Now, what I'm looking at here, though, doesn't seem to be very traditional, if that's a good word, because you've got a lot of vases here. What are you actually doing?
There's many things I think about when it comes to flowers, and one of them is how do you work responsibly with flowers, because it's something that's got a expiry date.
And a short lifespan, right?
Exactly. And so by putting it, for example, in different vessels like this, all of a sudden the little that you have sort of goes a really long way, as an example.
Okay.
And yeah, definitely something that is sort of part of my ethos, I think, when I think about flowers and what I do with them.
All right. This is such a unique experience to see Thinus working in his flow state. I can definitely see this creative side and the passion coming through, and he's definitely got a unique eye for what he's doing. I love it, man. I really do. Well done. I can see this going places, but what I'm dying to obviously find out now is how exactly can Krush unlock your 100% and take this to the next level?
I'm working around some ideas of how one can create products that make it accessible, so make it easy for someone to style flowers inside their homes, but also to use what is finite in a slightly more responsible way so that you don't have to buy so much.
So basically what you're saying is you want to take these beautiful creations and share it with the rest of Mzansi.
Yeah, that's the idea.
But?
I'm gonna need some help, Rel. I mean, I don't even know the names of all of these flowers, so I have no idea how to approach this. Maybe you know someone that can help?
Oh man, that's exactly why we are here. We're about to unlock your 100%. I'm gonna make a few phone calls to try and make this happen, and I was just thinking, I know of the perfect spot to put this vase. You mind?
Go for it.
We'll chat soon. Cheers.
Unlock your 100% with incredible prizes when you buy Krush. You stand a chance to win your share of thousands of prizes such as kitchen appliances, gadgets, watches, and instant cash. Simply buy any Krush and follow the pack for entry details. The more you buy, the more chances you stand to win. Krush, 100% goodness. Quick pour your 100% while we wait. Krush, 100% goodness. Krush 100% goodness unlocks your 100%.
Thinus is a doctor who dreams of becoming a florist, and in order to unlock his 100%, we need to create an event where he can really push his creativity as well as his passion for flowers. And I think we've got the perfect occasion. So we brought him out here to Flourish. It's an urban farm, a flower farm right here in Cape Town, and this is where we're going to get things started. Here's the plan, right? In order for you to obviously build your brand and get your florist skills on, it's important to know that you can handle a big event, right? So I've been in contact with a celebrity couple, A-listers. I'm talking about Anugrieff, the actor, and his wife, Eluska, and they've recently got married, and this is the perfect opportunity to organize an event, a summer picnic to celebrate their love, and you're gonna be doing the flowers. You ready for it?
Yeah, that's exciting. I'd love to.
Awesome stuff. So we brought you out here to the farm to meet your mentor. He's going to be guiding you through this process, giving you some tips and some tricks on how to really make this event just pop.
Yeah.
So let's go find him.
Let's do it. I think this pushes it to the next level. We're switching into another gear, and I'm pretty excited about that.
My name is Cameron Monroe, and I'm the founder of Mr. Monroe Flower Studio in Cape Town. I'd classify myself as a contemporary florist, work with all mediums of flowers. I find them amazing. Something the size of a seed that's come out of the earth can produce something beautiful that us as humans convey emotions with. And I like to play with that as a medium.
Thinus has a big client coming up. He wants to definitely impress, but he needs to know where to start.
Yeah, I think your general idea needs to start with a color scheme and sort of structure that you'd like to play with the flowers. Also the environment that they're going to be used in, be it a table setting or a sort of large installation. So those are kind of important things just to have in your head before you start on the actual journey of selecting the flowers from the ground.
This space in this area is quite inspirational because the thought and the idea that I have is I want to make it look like a field of flowers, and sort of looking around, it kind of brings me back to where I grew up and on farm life and things that look like just flowers growing out of nowhere.
Well, gentlemen, I'm glad I could make this connection happen. You've got a lot of work to do, obviously, and I do too, because there's a lot to prep for the big day. So I'm going to get to it and leave you guys to do your magic.
Great, thanks, Rob.
See you later.
Cheers. It's great to meet him. I've been following him online for a while. I like his use of color, his use of minimalism, so he doesn't use a ton of flowers to express something or to create an idea, and it all seems very considered.
And we're finding ourselves in this beautiful field of lace.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
They've got long stems, whimsical in a way, and I think would fit in perfectly with the look and feel you're going with your arrangements.
Yeah, I really like the movement of it too.
Absolutely.
It's a lovely flower. I love the movement in it. For me, movement in flowers is everything because it simulates that field flower type setup. So yeah, I'm really excited to work with it.
So when cutting a flower, it's important to find one that's just starting to bud and come into its own. Also important to remember, one should always cut quite low on the plant in order to allow regrowth of the actual plant and for more flowers to come into bloom.
So we've been able to gather some flowers on the farm, but now the exciting stuff starts. We get to go to Cameron's workshop and to start playing with some ideas and putting some things together.
It's been great to meet Thinus. It's always nice to meet people who have a passion for flowers. So I'm looking forward to sharing some of my skills and experience with him and looking forward to see what we can come up together with. Okay, great. So here's some of the flowers we picked up on the farm. General method with the flowers is that we like to get off all the tertiary leaves, smaller leaves that were not going to be the focal point of the arrangement.
And why would you do that?
That would allow more water and nutrients to go straight to the flower head, and therefore just giving the flower head more longevity in life versus the water going to the smaller leaves, which you don't really need in the actual arrangement. We are then going to be using a very simple mechanism called a Kenzan, Japanese. They just give you the opportunity to work in heights and nice sort of widths and stuff with your arrangements as you go. I generally like to start working with kind of the heights and angles. You can then slowly fill in with smaller pieces. And you almost kind of want to mimic a kind of natural setting as you would kind of find the flowers growing in a field or on the farm itself.
It's interesting that you use some dried flowers as well. I think that's something that resonates with me as well in terms of not sort of always using fresh flowers and things that you can maybe reuse.
Completely. Having a mixture of fresh and dried together works quite beautifully, I think. So I've got these beautiful rusted carnations here. As you can see,
carnations are cool again.
Exactly, they've made a comeback. And then I'm really thinking we should add something beautiful and luxurious popping out the side.
Cameron has such a wide range of blooms that he works with and knowledge around sort of specific textures and colors. So a lot of that for me has kind of sunk in today, and it's really something I'm going to take away for sure.
So do you have any ideas for the event that you're going to be producing?
Yeah, I think the idea for me would be to certainly sort of do this kind of creation on the ground, but as you were sort of working on this, I was kind of thinking of what this picnic table would look like. And an idea that I played around with quite a bit at home is the idea of sort of deconstructing bunches of flowers and using sort of single flowers that you can put into vessels, spreading them a little bit further.
Beautiful. That sounds like a great idea. I think it's going to work beautifully.
I think I'm still a bit anxious about the event because it's the unknown, but I can honestly say in terms of my ideas and what I want the event to be, I can certainly see it coming together.
Gentlemen, how's it going? Whoa, this is incredible. Did you do this?
Well, I mean, I had a hand in it, but it was definitely the professional's touch.
All right, this is absolutely exquisite. So is this what you want to essentially be going with on the event day?
Yeah, you know, I've learned a lot today, and I think a lot of what I've learned I want to incorporate into the event, but there's still a fair amount of planning, I think, before we get to a final product. But Raul, one more thing that sort of I'm thinking about is this idea of singular vases that really make individual stems sort of shine and come to life. And that's the one piece I'm hoping to incorporate maybe on the table, but I don't really have something in mind that I can use for that.
So essentially you're going to need to create something custom here, right?
I think so.
I know just the person that can make this custom idea come to life. You want to go meet her?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, Cameron, thank you so much for this. Yes, brother. The deconstruction of these flowers is such a unique and sustainable way to use flowers in this process. So I brought him to Catherine out here at Ash Ceramics in Woodstock, and I know they're going to hit it off because she's the exact person that can bring this vision to life.
I'm looking for that one thing that will just kind of make it pop, and maybe this is it.
Thinus has a really special event and he wants to make it pop, right?
Yeah, so I think really to elevate the flowers that I'm going to do, I was thinking something like bud vases in different shapes and sizes. I was hoping you can maybe help me with that.
Of course, I can definitely show you what we have done before and then design and develop something specifically for you.
Incredible, exciting.
Nice, let's go.
Cool. Being able to collaborate with someone and take an idea that's in my head and make something out of it is extremely exciting for me. I can't wait.
So these are the options that we have made before.
I really like the thin neck because it makes a single stem stand up, which is what I'm looking for. Color perspective, definitely this. It sort of runs with the color theme that I have for the event as well. But maybe we can look at something that's a little bit more angular and sort of 2 additional sizes to help me play around with some height.
Okay, so having maybe this one as the smallest one.
Perfect, that's
ideal. And then in a more angular way, we could just angle those vases down and have those in 3 different sizes.
Yeah, I think that's perfect.
And sticking to the stone color.
Yeah, please, that's ideal, that's what I want.
Perfect.
Oh, guys, I'm absolutely loving this. You're making me smile seeing this come together. We're gonna make sure that this happens and is ready for the big day.
Thank you. It's gonna be versatile, it's gonna fit well with this particular event, so I can't wait to see the final product.
Everyone has the potential to unlock their 100%. Krush, 100% goodness. We make dreams come true. Krush, 100% goodness.
Today's the big day. We're here at Friedenheim Wine Farm, beautiful, beautiful farm and setting where the challenge is to create a romantic picnic for a couple. The training wheels have come off, no more mentorships, so time to get stuck in. So the color scheme I'm going with today is sort of neutral tones. I think it's going to go really well in the backdrop of this green lawn and this beautiful house. I still don't know all the names of the flowers. I think I've learned a couple of extra on this journey, and I think that's the point. I think we're learning as we go.
It looks like an entire team has been at work this morning, but Thinus is all on his own with his creativity, and I am so impressed. Now I've just picked up these vases. They've been custom designed, so they are one-offs, and I can't wait to unveil this in front of Thinus to see what his reaction is. Hey, special delivery!
Hey.
How you doing, brother?
Not too bad, thanks.
Look, this is incredible. Firstly, do you even need my help?
Yeah, I can always need extra help.
Look, man, it's looking phenomenal, but I think I've got the perfect addition for it. Fresh out the oven. All right. Oh, wow.
These are insane.
Okay, I love it.
Look at this. The shapes are perfect. So the vases have finally arrived. I had no idea how they were going to come out, and I was really hoping that Kat and I were on the same wavelength, but I couldn't be happier. I really think they're going to be the cherry on the cake here.
Were you planning on putting these, man?
Well, they're going to go front and center, I think. So I'm going to stack them on the table, some of the side tables, so the surfaces we're going to use to kind of be an interpretation of these field flowers sort of flowing onto the table. I'm so grateful for the connections I've made leading up to this, from sourcing the flowers with Cameron and learning how to source other flowers and getting those connections. The Kenzansi's borrowed me to create quite a big part of the display today. So all of that, I think, is coming together and will certainly be shown in the flowers today.
All right, Thinus, what do you do with these?
They're cool, right? So I think there's just a bit of movement in them, which is nice. And it's also nice to kind of use that height to hang down on the table. So like maybe pop another one in there.
All right.
Looks sick, right?
It looks so cool. Nice.
Awesome.
Nice. What's a memorable picnic celebrating love without delicious food? So I've called in my old foodie friend Mo, and of course she will sort out this occasion for sure. I'm so glad that you're helping out because I know your expertise are going to be perfect for this occasion. So Mo, what exactly are our special guests going to be eating today?
So we've got a lovely selection of cheese and cold meat, and then we've also got a fresh fruit and fresh veggie board, as well as something I baked personally myself.
Nice.
A little cheesecake with something sweet, and little phyllo cups that I think they might enjoy.
Oh, it sounds beautiful. I know they're absolutely going to love it, and this is definitely the cherry on this cake of an occasion. Cheers, Mo. Thank you so much for all your work.
Thanks, Charles. It looks absolutely stunning. Bon appetit.
Cheers.
Thanks, bye. So the whole thing is really coming together nicely. The food looks amazing. It styles so well on the table as well. Looks great with the vases around it.
Did you think you'd ever get to this point? This is your first sort of styling, your first arrangement. What do you honestly think?
I mean, I was worried I was going to fall flat to my face, so I'm very happy. I'm very happy we are where we are. It's really cool to see something that's in your head come to life, so it almost feels like a child, but it's great.
The timing's perfect. Our guests are about to arrive, so we need to get out of here and let them enjoy this.
Let's do it. So I've done my bit. I really hope that the guests enjoy it as much as I enjoyed creating it, and I hope they feel very special.
Hi, ek is Arno.
En ek is Liska.
En ons is die Greefs. Hey. Lyk mooi, hè?
So mooi.
Check al die blomme. Ons is so net oor die 6 maande terug getroud.
Yes.
Dinge gaan lekker, dinge gaan ook baie goed. Ons is nog gelukkig, né?
Ja,
Nee.
ja, baie
Ons is
gelukkig. Ja, ons het onlangs Kaap toe getrek en ek geniet dit so baie.
Ons love it. Ons love it hier. It's beautiful, hè?
Dit is so mooi.
Ja. Ons is baie opgewonde, ons is uitgenooi na 'n piknik toe om bietjie ons 6 maande anniversary te celebrate. Ons is tog baie gepiknik, né?
Gaan ons eerste keer wees.
Ja.
It's excited.
Excited. Ek
Dankie.
weet ek nie of ek dit ooit
It's amazing.
Is dit eintlik wat jy wou gehad het vir ons troue?
Ja.
So love.
As ek weer kon trou sal. Jo, hierdie blomme is amazing. Dit is so mooi. Ek love hierdie single vases. Die color scheme.
It's beautiful. It's the attention to detail. Ja.
En die manier hoe hy elke blommetjie so in die gras ingedruk het.
Ja.
Daai was stunning.
Dit moes vir ewig gevat het seker om dit te doen.
Dankie. Nice.
Ons geniet toe nou ons piknik lekker op ons eie en toe kom nou 'n ou vlam van die verlede. Nee, ex-girlfriend, maar Rael, een van my goeie pelle ook. Wat deel was van die span wat hierdie vir ons moontlik gemaak het.
Well, I see you guys are already tucking in and enjoying the moment, yeah?
We're having fun. We're going in, yeah.
What do you think of the display, of the setting, of the decor, and of course the flowers?
I think this is everything we sort of wanted to have for our wedding, but didn't really have the creative vision for.
Yeah.
And I think this is a dream come true for Iluska. This is exactly what she likes, right?
Yeah, it's so nice, so beautiful.
Ek dink Thinus het definitief talent hiervoor. Dis nie in enige mens se broek om so ietsie bymekaar te sit. Ek sou dit nie kon doen nie. Ek kan nie blomme so rangskik nie. I don't know where you even start with that. Wat ook al hy nou doen, kan hy maar los en hy kan aangaan met hierdie. Dis beter as wat 3/4 van die mense wat trou is se blomme doen en events en goeder. So baie impressed en aangenaam verras.
I'd love for you to explain the theme behind it all and what actually went into bringing this to life, eh?
So I really love field flowers. I grew up in a farm, so the whole idea was to sort of create this field of flowers that flows onto the table. And these vases I created with Kat from Ash Ceramics. And again, the idea is just to sort of separate the flowers out and sort of let them have some movement and some space.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. we can actually feel the love.
Wonderful. Thanks.
Yes, we did it! Congratulations, man. Our work here is done. I'm going to leave you to enjoy all this magic.
Thank you so much. Thanks, guys.
Cheers.
Oh, piffer.
Dis hy, ja.
Lekker. Baie beter as enige attempt wat ek sou gemaak het.
It is amazing. Dis die beste picnic wat ek al ooit gehad het.
Alright.
Ja.
It's amazing to hear their reaction to the concept. They picked up on the vases. That was wonderful for me because I was hoping that that would translate well. So yeah, it feels wonderful.
Dis net tyd om 'n bietjie
Tyd vir 'n nappie, ja.
chill.
Slaapie te van. Magies vol.
Noggies.
Toe.
Thinus, man, those faces, that was just priceless. How does it feel?
It feels great. I mean, I feel accomplished. I feel relieved. It's been a great journey for sure.
All right, so we're trading the scrubs for the vases, right?
Slow down, Rob.
Well done.
This experience has certainly shown me that I have the capacity to do this and that I'm able to put a vision and a concept forward. So who knows, maybe this is just the start of a great journey. Thank you so much to Krush for helping me unlock my 100%.
Well, after seeing what happened today, we can officially say that Thinus has unlocked his 100%. And of course, for you, Mzansi, go follow our social media channels and check out his journey as we see this man's career blossom. So tune in next week as we unlock the dreams of yet another passionate South African. Enjoy a cool and comfortable sleep by winning an Edblow Queen bed with 10,000 Rand. To enter, comment on the competition post on the Clover Krush Facebook, Twitter or Instagram pages and tell us how winning this prize will help you unlock your 100%. And make sure you include the hashtag Krush in your answer. Competition closes on the 5th of March at midnight. T's and C's apply. It's The Krush. Unlock your 100% TV show, where we make dreams a reality. Krush, 100% goodness.